How much did last year, just the Seattle experience in that first round, help for you in terms of knowing what playoff hockey's about?
Yeah, it's good. I got a taste in Carolina a couple years before that,
Yeah.
and it was lots of fun. But it's different coming in with no expectations like we had in Seattle, and
That's
just kind of playing free. And the only pressure we kind of had was inside of the locker room, and it was a good kind of pressure. So, it's even the farther you go, the closer it gets, and the more pressure you put on yourself to compete and win. So we came one game from the conference finals, and Dallas was a good team, and obviously gave Vegas a run for their money. So it's lots of fun. I mean, a good growing experience for sure, and you definitely take a lot out of it.
Does it show you? Anything can happen. Like everything, Marshy was talking about the other day. Everything goes out the door in the playoffs.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, we say this all the time. It's just like it's a whole new season. Like, you see teams barely sneak into the playoffs and go on runs in LA and St. Louis, Florida. Yeah, it's just like once you're in, like everyone's a level playing field, 0-0 again. So obviously you can build off what you did in the regular season, but games are different. Teams scout a lot more intently, and you learn a lot more tendencies in teams after you play them for a 7-game series. So it's definitely different, but I mean, I think it's more fun. It's a lot easier to get up for games. You don't even really have to try. You just have the adrenaline and everything. So it's fun for a long time.
How do you, walk that fine line of not ending up in the box, but getting under their skin?
There's a couple guys on this team you could ask instead of me. But, I think it's just that's kind of how playoff hockey is, and I think it's not super hard to learn. You figure it out pretty quick. The game's super fast in the first 10 minutes. Sometimes there's not even a puck out there.
Right.
So you figure it out. Guys learn, and I think for our group, we're a big, heavy team, and we're going to try to play to our strengths. And they got a lot of skill over there. They can make plays and everything. So we're just going to try and minimize their strengths and just keep doing what we're doing in here and try to focus on us.
And how about just kind of getting a feel for what the refs are calling? Because sometimes it's different than in the regular season.
Yeah, that kind of just takes some getting used to. Personnel changes game to game for them, So I would say it's more of you figure it out after the first period. And if anything's being called, what's being let go. So I wouldn't say it's something we key on for sure, but It's something that if they're calling this and they haven't called it the last couple of games, it's just something you got to keep an eye on, especially with how big games are.
Do they ever kind of come to you guys and be like, hey, this is how it's going to be, guys, just so you know, or is it just kind of you get the feel?
Yeah, for sure. If there's something they're letting go, and normally they've been calling it all series, and for some reason they're just letting us play, they do a pretty good job of coming to us and telling us this is how it's going to be. If there's going to be stuff in front of the net, we're going to take this guy and this guy. It doesn't matter what happens, or first guy in. So they're really good about it, and it's a thankless job, but they do a good job for us. So as long as they keep it even for both sides, I'm sure both teams will be happy.
All right, thanks.